Welcome to another episode of Explore Charles County. I'm your host, Ashley Chenault, the Chief of Tourism for the Department of Recreation, Parks, and Tourism. This month, we are celebrating another small business for National Ice Cream Week. Come join me as we talk to the owner of Landon's Ices and Creams. So we are in downtown La Plata at Landon's Ices and Creams, and we are, again, celebrating National Ice Cream Month, and I am with the founder of the business, Mr. Lamar Henson. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So I know you have a unique story here for your business. Can you tell us why Landon started?
Well, Landon started because of my son, Landon, who the store is named after, has a severe peanut allergy. Mm-hmm. And when he was a youngster, like 6 years old, because he's 20 years old now, he would get sick every time we would go to get ice cream, like literally vomit. And at the time, we didn't know he had a peanut allergy. But that last time, he was like, "Daddy, my throat's closing." I was like, "What?" And I love ice cream. And I wanted to have something to share with my son. Mm-hmm. And so, long story being short, I started making ice cream at home. My wife bought me a little KitchenAid mixer. I knew what was going into the ingredients and keeping him safe. And long story being short,
Yeah, Landon. So it is a family-owned business. Can you tell us who else works here?
Okay, so who else works here is my wife, Shannon, mm-hmm. My son, LJ, who is named after me, Landon, and also my daughter, Drew.
Okay, perfect. I love a family-owned business, a unique home story. Yes. So when did you open and why did you choose Charles County?
Well, we opened in October 5th of 2019. I chose Charles County because I live in the county. Mm-hmm. So I live in St. Charles. And I was on my way to work one morning and I was driving down Charles Street to go to the coffee shop. And I saw this building available. I was like, what? I've been looking for a year.
Yeah.
And this place was available. So I called the number on the building and from that point on, we were here.
Mm-hmm. So prime real estate, you have a great location here.
It is great.
Can you tell us what your most popular ice cream flavor is?
Oh, wow. So can I give you the top three?
Sure, of course.
Okay, so there's the Charles Street Crunch. Mm-hmm. That's one popular flavor.
What's in that?
So what's in that is it has toffee, caramel, and chocolate.
Okay.
And it's really good.
Yeah, it sounds delicious.
It's really good. And then banana pudding, because I love banana pudding. And it's like the banana pudding you would get Southern style.
Okay.
So it tastes exactly like that if you like banana pudding. Mm-hmm. And then cookies and cream.
Okay.
That's what, I sell a lot of cookies and cream. Really, that's like the very first top of the flavors that people in the community love is the cookies and cream.
Okay. And we have the official flavor of Charles County. You want to talk about that one?
And that's also another favorite flavor. It's the odd flavor at first. It's the Old Bay caramel. Mm-hmm. And it literally has Old Bay and caramel, and those two flavors complement each other so well. And that's the fourth flavor.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Yeah. I love that flavor. It's so good. It's savory and sweet, but not too savory or too sweet. It's like the perfect
it's just
balance.
Perfect balance.
Yeah, for sure. So how long does the ice cream process take? Can you walk us through that process?
So the process to make, I would say one batch, because I have to make multiple flavors, multiple quantities of one particular flavor. Mm-hmm. So that's considered a batch. So I'll have my milk, I'll have my vanilla, and any other ingredients that goes in. So I have to separate that. That process takes about 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then from that, once that's all mixed together, then it goes into the batch freezer. And then once it goes into the batch freezer, it takes about 8 minutes. And that depends on the contents, like the sugar content in like cookies, bananas, the natural sweeteners. So that could take a little bit longer as well because sugar is a defroster. Mm-hmm. So that takes a little bit longer time for the ice cream to really coalesce and get hard and firm enough to serve.
Okay. And you talked about your son's dietary restrictions. So what other flavors do you offer for folks with dietary restrictions?
So a big one is our non-dairy ice cream. Mm-hmm. And being that cookies and cream is really popular, we have a gluten-free option as well as it being the non-dairy. And the non-dairy base for that particular flavor is oat.
Okay.
So, and I use oat because it's really natural, because if you use coconut or the other nut-based, they have to consider the allergies for the nuts. Then with coconut, that's also an allergen as well, sometimes with some people. But it's that coconut flavor is really strong, and it limits the amount of ice creams that I can make.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. So is that the only flavor you offer? Do you have other?
And then we have Italian ices, water ices, sorbets.
Okay.
But I like to call them water ice because the style is a really smooth, not really grainy, icy. So it's really smooth. So it's almost like ice cream.
So it still has that same
Still
consistency.
has that consistency.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So I'm a pet mom. So do you have treats for your furry friends?
Yes, we do. We have pup cups.
Yeah.
We have a little dog bone and some whipped cream that goes in there and a little scoop of vanilla ice cream.
Okay.
And we give that to those who have pups.
Perfect. So bring your pups to Landon's Ices and Creams. And if you could make your ultimate sundae, what toppings would you put on your ultimate sundae?
Okay. It's going to sound a little bougie.
Okay. It's okay.
Okay. So I like, constantly you got to have whipped cream and also sprinkles. I like chocolate and rainbow.
Okay.
But the topping is bougie. Don't judge me.
I'm not judging. No judgment here.
Okay. Gold shavings.
Okay.
Like edible gold. They really have that. And a little dust of that. Oh, that's my favorite.
That's your favorite?
That's my favorite. That's my ultimate.
Okay.
It's like really expensive.
Yeah.
It's like really expensive, but it's so good.
Okay. That's the ultimate
That's
sundae.
the
That's
ultimate
Lamar's
sundae.
ultimate sundae.
But I also, I got to remember to put a Belgian waffle at the bottom too, because I like Belgian waffles.
Okay.
2 scoops of banana pudding ice cream.
Okay. Perfect. Build your sundae. What special promotions do you have for customers?
So for right now, for this month, we have the Fill Your Stanley. So you get 4 scoops of ice cream for $10.
What a deal. I love that.
And it's the big one. It's like you got a 40-ounce Stanley.
Yeah. And everybody has Stanleys now.
Everyone
That's the
has
thing.
Stanleys.
Yeah.
And it was my daughter. She had a Stanley. And I was like, man, we could put ice cream in that.
Yeah.
And I was like, why didn't I not think of this months ago? Because people come in, do you have any cups that I can store this and take it with me? I'm like, I just have the paper cups. But then the Stanley became so popular, the light bulb went on then. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that. What seasonal flavors are you showcasing for the summer?
Oh, wow. So there's going to be coconut. There's a lemon drop. Now that has alcohol in it. It has lemon vodka. And they say vodka and milk doesn't mix, but it does.
Okay. I'll have to check that out.
You gotta check that out. Also, our other seasonal flavors for summer is the cherry vanilla. That rotates out. But then I'm also adding a little bit of Chambord to that as well. To add a little bit of a berry flavor. Because I have a standard black cherry, but I want to do something different. For right now, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
For July.
And what are your hours for the summer?
The summer hours are 12 to 9.
Okay. And then how many days of the week are you open?
We're open 7 days a week. But on Mondays, we always open at 3 o'clock on Mondays.
Okay.
Because it just gives me enough time to go and get ingredients, clean the front, all that good stuff, receive orders. So we open up a little later on Mondays.
Okay. And do you have website and social handles that you would like to share?
Yes, we do. I have a website. It's www.landonsicecream.com. Landon's Ices and Creams on both of the socials, whether it be Instagram or Facebook. And then we're also on Google.
Thank you, Lamar. Can you show me how to build a sundae?
Absolutely.
All right, perfect. So now we're behind the counter and we're about to make a sundae. So Lamar, what is the first step?
First step would be to grab your sundae cup.
Okay.
Then you'll grab your ice cream. And then your toppings. So whipped cream, syrup, and toppings.
But before that, we did the hand washing.
And we
gloved up for sanitation.
Exactly.
Right, perfect.
Forget that. But yes, you have to wash your hands and make sure everyone's safe because as the health department mentioned, we're protecting our hands from the ice cream, not the ice cream from our hands.
Okay.
So that's one big thing that we need to ensure that people are safe.
And what flavor do we have today?
And this flavor that we have here today is Cookie Monster.
Okay.
And with Cookie Monster, it's a nice blue ice cream with
beautiful color,
different flavors of cookies. So we have a Oreo cookie, we have a vanilla Oreo, and chocolate chip cookie.
Okay, perfect.
Right,
Let's dip.
Let's dip. Shake that. And there's a little process that we do. We shake and scoop. And that's really nice and blue. Come back across.
So there's a process or a method behind your
Yeah,
scooping?
a method behind the scooping. It's
Okay.
a 45-degree angle.
Okay.
And you turn the bin with so that way that the staff, because they're young ladies, they're not using their wrist because they typically like to use their wrist.
Okay.
And I'm like, you're going to break your wrist and that's workman's comp.
Yeah.
I need you here.
Yes.
So, you know, we watch out for that. And that's because it's all in, really it's in the bicep, but because the bin is smaller, the technique is to turn the bin.
Okay. Might have to use that at home.
Yeah.
Turn the bin, right?
Next would be whipped cream. And there's also a technique to this.
Okay.
Some people like to do this, but you're wasting it.
Okay.
So you just, oh,
It's okay. You're fine.
I'm sorry.
No worries.
And then, if it wants to come out this morning, for a little bit of chocolate syrup.
And then we had our sprinkles.
Sprinkles, a little dazzle. There we go.
Perfect. Look at that. It is beautiful. So what other things do you have outside of ice cream? You have ice cream cake
We have
as well?
ice cream cakes. We also have pies. But with the ice cream cakes, we have a layer of cake and then a layer of ice cream. And it comes out to be like 24 inches at a point.
Okay.
Like once you started mixing the toppings to decorate the cake. So it really gets tall.
And so you do decoration for special occasions?
We have a simple decoration because, you know, we're not cake decorators and my daughter does it.
Okay.
And so she's 14. So just make it easy enough for her to do it.
Okay.
But yeah, it takes us 24 hours to do that. And it's a freshly made cake.
Oh, so you do the custom orders?
Yeah, it's a custom order. Because I like to make sure that it's the best quality. And so being that it's the best quality, I want it to be made so the next day we'll have it.
Okay.
So it's not something that's been sitting in the freezer for like a week or so.
And people can just come in to make that appointment
They can
or call
come in. They can go online.
Okay.
Typically online, or they can call in and we'll have it for them.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much for joining us today and telling everyone about your ice cream.
Thank you for having me. I enjoyed this.
Good.
This was fun.
I'm glad. Thank you. For more things to do this summer vacation, visit our website at explorecharlescounty.com. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. It's always a great time to enjoy sweet treats in Charles County.